Howdy do, traders. Happy Wednesday. How'd you guys do yesterday? I am curious to know how the green team ended up yesterday. I'm focused on the green here today. I want to see some good green action going on. I'm going to try to let the trades find me, not focused in on me finding the trades, because that's when mistakes happen. And trusting the system, not the ego. Trusting the system, not the ego. That's when you'll level up your trading system, in my opinion. So, we got a lot of these Bitcoin plays popping up this morning. A little cheat play, WOK. Getting a little spike. I got to throw that one down. But yeah, so yesterday I did do a little review. Again, I wasn't here. My kids had a little program going on. Edible, EDBL, I noticed this one getting a spike. I just watched it snap. I looked for short locates at CPro. That they didn't have any inventory on this. That one's snapping. ASST and BTCT was getting a little spike. BTCT, she's quieting on down. But ASST, a lot of attention there this morning. That one's really been holding up. I'm gonna check the locates here. ASST. I just don't think this is one I'm gonna want to short. I don't mind scooping up some locates just in case they get very pricey later, because it's only 40 cents per 100. Man, that's a tough name. ASST is a tough name. I was trading it kind of on the long side recently and short side. Look at the 20-day chart here. 570, $7, just holding so well. This is pretty much what they call, you could call it a head and shoulders. If it wants to turn into a cup and handle, it's going to pull back down towards that $8 breakout area. So we'll see what ASST does. I mean, it's really pretty bullish. This is a Bitcoin play. That's what's getting a lot of hype here recently. I think Bitcoin made new highs, as well as some of these ASST and BTCT climbing on up, where a lot of the hype is right now. Kayvon in the building. What you up to today, Kayvon? How you doing this beautiful Wednesday morning? So EDBL already snapping. My trades, kind of the hangover plays I'm looking at. I like AKRO on a hangover short. This one's got 50, up and over 50 resistance. That may be a, wait. You trading today, Kayvon? 45 support AKRO and up and over 50 resistance. It's somewhat 1-to-1, but I love these above average daily candlesticks. Creates a beautiful amount of range on them. AKRO, I'm going to be looking for a short on a pop up towards 50. That's a hangover setup. I don't know about AS anymore. Emmanuel, how are you doing, man? Good to see you, Emmanuel. You end up hiring that guy you were interviewing the other day? Yeah, Fades, good morning to you. EDBL just snapped. I was watching it pretty much for a short today, but I was like, dang, dude, did they just come out with their offering? Man. Well, I don't see any news. It's just snapping. I surfed the X web trying to figure out if they had come out with any kind of news, and all I was seeing was all the diamond hands on it, like, I'm holding EDBL from like $5. This thing's going to the moon. That's all you see when you surf the web, by the way. Diamond handers. But yeah, how are your how's your trading going, Emmanuel? He picked the wrong day. He picked the wrong day to interview, apparently. Did you have a red day? Yeah, don't get an interview with a trader on a red day. Now UNH, I believe got you with that. You were at least break even or green. You're still watching this one. Yeah, it's hard not to watch UNH because there's a lot. I mean, we have that above average range on it. You gotta have above average range to make profits. Yeah, again, I still think it's a good swing. I saw where a lot of the insiders were scooping it on up. A lot of shares dropping like 100% on a company like this. So, man, if you had the capital and could swing a large position, it likely would be worth it. Start restarting your green streak today. Good. Yeah, I had to do a little mental exercise for myself. ASST. God, I should probably locate this. Let me snatch up 100 before there's no inventory on it. I'm just gonna accept them. I'm just gonna take 100 on ASST just so I have them because they're cheap right now. That doesn't mean I'm gonna trade it, but yeah, I had to do a little mental exercise. I'm like, do a restart, recondition the mind, because oftentimes I'll trade to like get back what I lost, and that digs me deeper in a hole. So I'm trying to reset how I'm thinking today. Fades WOK is something. So I'm like, okay, I'm starting anew. I had a green day Monday. I'm gonna have a green day today. I don't want to have to having a bad AA meeting Friday night. I'm gonna have a good AA meeting. WOK 41 cents to 92. It's trading like a low floater, but that looks like something fades that might present an opportunity today. So, Emmanuel, what are you looking at on UNH? Just another. You were up a decent chunk, then went red. Yeah, those are the worst. Those piss you off. All right, let's see what the market's going to bring us today. I'm going to focus on letting the trades find us. Walk offering at they came out with an offering. Okay, offerings are good news these days apparently. Let's see how long I can go without jumping in a trade. Man, ASST is just gapping up here. I bet there's quite a bit of shorts involved with it, accumulation over the last week or so. Don't have any data on FinViz with that. But yeah, let me try not to jump anything right away. So we got ASST spiking up. Okay, Allo's giving a spike. Emmanuel, how's your UNH doing? 300. Formed a nice lower shadow a few days ago on the chart. ASST is just going to be a little manipulated right now. The hangover I was watching was AKRO, but she has a whole point spread. I'm not doing that. WOK, the offering, fades. Yeah, at 50 cents too. Check the locates on that. It's really cheap to locate, but God, it's moving. It's moving like a low floater. I don't know if I want to get involved with that. Less really small sizing. $10 million ordinary units at an offering price of 50 cents a unit. 10 million units. God, that's tempting. It's just that one's going to be hard to get trading like a low floater, and she's got 8.78% float. is short. Yeah, the float's 3.4 million. Tiny. Tiny. Who is buying that ticker up? I mean, it's got, all I see is the pattern. It's got a decent pattern that I know some chat rooms buy. The 1350 day moving averages squeezing together. Fades, you got EDBL. Man, I don't have inventory there. But yeah, reshort zone on that sloppy seconds pop. Emmanuel, 300 to 306. God, points, not pennies. ASST, ouch. Ouch. What do I do here? Are we going to be heavy against 1050 now on ASST and I take the short? I'm trying to avoid the morning volatility. I mean, that was a decent setup against the pre-market resistance. I'm trying to avoid that. AKRO is kind of coming to me a little bit, but still a 60-cent spread there. So WOK has my interest, but it's just a 3 million in float ticker. I don't know if I can do it. SYTA was a big gainer yesterday. SYTA's been giving back profits right now. All right, we're going to have a green day today. ASST 950 is trying to hold up. Again, we're floating up on ASST. We did have a breakout up and over $8. It made new highs based on the last 20-day chart. But we're pulling back right now. All right, XPEV is seeing a spike on news. Chinese ticker. Kayvon, I know your favorite. XPEV deliveries jumped 330%. CEO cites margin improvement for 7 consecutive quarters. Okay, that's pretty good news there. 141.5% year on year. Yeah, XPEV is taken off right now. 19 up to 23. Chinese ticker, Kayvon. What you think? It's having a little ascending triangle break up and over 21.27. Very good earnings there. XPEV. All right, we'll throw that one down, XPEV. ASST's curling back around. So XPEV, Chinese ticker, jumping on up right now on good earnings. ASST bouncing off a 950, trying for the quick red to green move. AKRO is tightening up. I may take it there, but tiny risk. Let me take a look. Yeah, AKRO is a hangover doing what I suspected it would do, but it's kind of spready. So you have to size fairly small to get involved with this. But she can definitely profit take down to like 44-ish, 45 support. I don't know. Revisit it. I like it, but It's attempting to go red on the day. 47.50 is the previous close, so red based on yesterday. XPEV pulling back on good earnings. This could be an entry point on a long. Now, I don't normally do longs. I'm thinking about riding this on up. Let's do... Let's start XPEV along on it. And if it looks like it's fine in its feet, I'll size into it and try to ride both sides of it. Try to ride both sides of this thing. If it looks like it's going to be holding, can size into it a little bit more, ride it on up, and then potentially short it on continuation here. So first trade again, which on Monday was a long too. So that might be what's good luck here today. You know, take an initial long and then flip into a short. Try to trade objectively, right? Is that going to be the top here with all the good earnings on it? Not sure. Not sure if that's going to be the top. We may see a little bit of continuation here on this break. Okay, it is spiking up into the 30s. $21.20. Okay. I'll put a stop on it at like 21.60. Looking a little heavy on that. Looking a little heavy on those pops right there. Yeah, I did not like that at all. Alright, I'll set the stop and move on. WOK, very heavy. Fades against 95 cents. LAES getting a spike right now. Yeah, WOK is looking dumpy. LAES is spiking up right now. Straight up. Is it in a halt? No, 370. So what's going on here? They unveiling quantum resistant cryptography with secure Bitcoin. It's just everything Bitcoin. Everything Bitcoin right now is spiking up. Yeah, XPEV right now not finding its feet on a dip at the moment. UNH had that spike and then it's pulling back a little bit. LAES still straight up. What's ASST doing? ASST tried to make a new high. That's a tough one, man. That is a tough one, ASST. So try to make a new high. Triple topped at 1090. Overcrowded, and becomes difficult. Becomes a difficult trade when she's overcrowded like that. Okay. All right, what's WOK doing? Kind of a tricky trade too. Chop Fest. Phase. Looking familiar out here? Choppiness of this market. LAES at the high. So Bitcoin is taking the attention right now. SYTA pulling back. ASST, definitely the attention hoe of the market. EDBL, man, look at that move up. That could be sloppy seconds there, EDBL. LAES still straight up. Jason in the house. Going on, Jason? Yeah, ASST still doing her thing. Quick scalp for $400, Mr. Jason. Let me take a peek. ASST. Oh, she's my God. I got the shorts located here, but it's so up and down. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to focus the most overcrowded name. Definitely opportunity there. Right now I'm with XPEV. I'm in a long here on a dip. Looking to maybe hit it again. Trying to give this one an opportunity to retest the highs and get up at over 23. You hate the 930 BS like that, man. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to avoid the ASST right now. Yeah, the SYTA, yesterday's leading gainer, pulling back just beautifully. Just beautifully. All right, after that pullback XPV, I'm adjusting my stop on it pretty much down towards the lows, like 21.85 back down there. I'm adjusting the stop on it. I don't want it back down to the lows. I want to see it make a higher low for continuation. Walk heavy, headed back to 60. I mean, I tend to agree, especially after that offering, but yeah, 3 million in the float. Finally dumping ASST. Oh my god, in the 860s now. Jeez. Accumulation of the longs into a halt down. Wow. Unbelievable. Unprecedented right there. ASST. Down, straight back up, and you know some people stopped out of it right there at the top. And then zoop, all the way back on down. EDBL still in a decent territory for sloppy seconds short. CRWV still, that one's going straight up. I'm going to flip through a few different tickers. KDLY is Bitcoin related as well, so that market's pulling back. It's pretty much just accumulated all the liquidity, right? WRD coming up to a resistance line I have. What is going on, WRD? Oh, Robotaxi. Yeah, beautiful short. Good job there, Jason. WRD's coming up to a resistance area. We ride. We ride yon back down. Yeah, this was not getting it. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust the stop even tighter. It's just stair stepping down right now, XPV. Not loving it. Pretty much under 22. Just be done with it. UNH back up to the highs. WRD, that one's climbing up right now. LAES, oh my god. LAES is straight up, guys. Straight up, getting bought on every little micro pullback. Every little micro pullback, LAES, Bitcoin related there. Walk, good job, fades. Heck yeah. Pretty much a little descending triangle there, 73. And yeah, bunch of upper shadows. Man, they don't you see how clean some of these work when it's not the hoe of the day? They just work a little cleaner when they're not just and SYTA. Oh my god. Dude. Let's go. SYTA, good job there. Yes, the CRWV is, what is that, squeezing up towards 100? CRWV heading towards 100. Oh my god, the bag holders. It's so profitable to get involved with these on the short after a 3-4 day leg run up. And you can probably hold half of that and you're going to be pretty good. LAES, let's find an area here. The Bitcoin stuff, not easy. So LAES is the one that's been getting bought up on every pop. It's got $5 pretty tough resistance. I mean, some at 4, but it already surpassed that. And it's yet on the 1 minute timeline, she really hasn't had any profit taking. It's been very micro pullbacks. ASST opened up. ASST's got support down at 8. Down here at 8, 780s. Quite a bit of support. Yeah, my XPEV's looking like a bear flag. readjusting the stop. I just wanted to keep forming higher lows. And when it doesn't, I'll be out of it. All right. Good job, guys. The ASST, SYTA, WALK. I mean, good stuff. SYTA was gorgeous. WALK, gorgeous as well. LAES, finally profit taking a little bit. Up around the 420 area. WRD up here. Okay, MTVA, IDEN. I'm going to flip through a few gainers, see what else is moving. LAES, big pullback there. Yeah, EDBL's got a lot of upper wicks up and over $6. So be mindful of that, guys. My XPEV is breaking up over this kind of ascending triangle pattern it may have here. I need it to retest highs. Let's see what she's going to do. Breaking up and out. This kind of was looking like a bear flag to be, but now she's climbing back up towards highs. Giving it some opportunity up here. I want it to retest at least the highs before I take some off. Take half off and then I'll hit it again on a pullback. I don't feel like I should add to it up here. I need to hit it again on a pullback. So what I probably need to do. Let me see. All right, the breakout zone was 2240, so we need to hold above that at this point. Yeah, I don't want to add up here at the highs. Mr. Bob back in here, taking a trip. Yeah, you and Kayvon both taking a trip. Where'd you head to, Bob? You're going to be back on Friday, just in time for the AA meeting. Yeah, today, man, so far there's been a few good opportunities. Since I was out yesterday, I typically do this to my own detriment. When I'm out a day, I'm like way more patient than I should be because I'm focusing on, quality. WRD heading up towards $10. It's at the highs right now. So right now, Bob, I've only taken a long. I know, right? You're laughing along. ASST, I did locate shares there, but never took the short. I mean, she could be providing an entry. 950 now could be resistance. 950 could be a resistance area. These overcrowded names I don't particularly feel like I find a great edge with them, Profitable, but they're a lot more, they just bounce around a lot more. All right, pull back on XPV out. I'll get some more shares on it. We'll see if we get it. That breakout zone was 2240. And then the bottom trend is 22.30. So those are the areas we need to hold if it does pull back to provide another entry. See what she's going to do right here. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Since my entry's not that great, I think I'm just going to put a stop at 21.20 would be kind of cracking the trend just right down there. And otherwise just give it a lot of room to run up. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. This is a decent area to accumulate, though, on that break right there. WOK, let's go. Look at that one, Bob, too. Fades took this one. WOK, $3 million in the float scared me on it. 95 cents down to 57. What a trade there. SYTA spiking up. I want to find something else anyways. I'm not in love with XPEV. I mean, I want to work a winning trade, but I'm not in love with it. LAES still kind of heavy off of the 430 high. What's the vote, LAES? What are we thinking here? 430. So, I mean, it still had room up to $5. This was on some Bitcoin news as well. I mean, it could start... $4 was resistance. We could see it develop in an upper shadow against that, too. And then start pulling back down to 330s. Yeah, right now, LAES looks pretty heavy on pops. Let me check the locates for LAES. A little pricey, 220. Hey, Matt, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, Matt, what I'm doing here. This XPEV I took a long on. And as long as it holds this ascending triangle break 2140, which is testing right now, and this bottom trend is 2230, I'm thinking if I want to add into it. But, you know, naturally what I do when it tickers up $19 to $22 is I short it. So it's a little against my nature. Yeah, staying away from top gainers, like Fade says. Staying away from top gainers, that's a key in this market. Like the ASSTs of the world, this was profitable in a short, but they're up and down so much it's difficult to. They're too overcrowded. The manipulation. So yeah, I like to, and that's kind of where I've evolved as well. what I'll do is yeah, XPEV looks good here. I'll keep my eyes on them, but I won't necessarily trade them. Well, look at that with ASST. I mean, that's 920s holding up as resistance and pulling back off of that. It's not bad. It's not bad risk management that you can have on it. It's just GPUS up towards some resistance. What's going on here? GPUS hyperscale reaffirms plans to separate non-core ops. Bitcoin related. Everything Bitcoin related. WRD at some resistance. That one's kind of stair-stepping up, though. WRD is up towards $10 right now. Oh my god. Yeah, look at this. It recently made this move. Yeah, Matt, 10 was really good there on that. ASST. WRD I'm thinking about up here. We got probably a lot of baggies from 10 to 1050. XPV bouncing off my bottom trend there, 1137. I'm just going to stick with small share size, and if it doesn't work, be out of it. And if it wants to jump up another point, pad the wallet. But so far it looks kind of heavy. I don't want to get tunneled in on this thing, though. Okay, I'm trying to find a good short. CRWV up towards 100. And GPUS spiking up and out from up through 850. GPUS, that's where a lot of the attention is right now. GPUS has recent resistance. Man, a lot of good resistance at 810. Look at this on the past chart history. We look left to predict right. 820 is tough on it. I could definitely see it forming an upper shadow and pulling back under 820 today. It's just a matter of how much pain one can endure on the way up. GPUS up nearly 100% here. How much are the short locates? A lot. $4 per 100. Tempting, guys. Front side stuff is tempting. It really is. WRD stair stepping up to 10. WRD looks like she wants up and over 10. Towards 1050 she could get up to. Yep, up and over 10's WRD. She needs to get more linear. Right now, just kind of stair stepping up. And GPUS, I think we halted up. Halted up on GPUS. God dang it, dude. LAES looking heavy. Good call there. Yeah, on every pop, we're seeing upper shadows. Every pop there. SYTA could be providing sloppy seconds. ASST's kind of sitting heavy under 920s as well. Bob, GPUS has good movement for long and short plays. Yeah, it's just meets that 10. Yeah, she's getting, I mean, once you get up and over 9 and then you halt up like this, 10 may be a magnet. The concern I see with that is it recently nearly tapped 10. Yeah, she recently nearly tapped it. WRD up and over 10, 1008. We ride. I wouldn't mind playing this resistance that we just had last Monday. Like some of this 1030 to 40 resistance. I don't think I would mind playing that. And we could pull back to the 930s. We came out with news today though. I think it's good earnings, which obviously is the concern. Earnings are difficult. You ever heard the saying, tickers move towards their intrinsic value over time? So earnings, tickers do hold up more so than other news. GPUS still in the halt up. WRD hit 1018. She's not. Yeah, what are we at here? WRD. She's getting real close for me. That near 1020. You know, that's a good number for me. The 50 days at 11. XPV looking heavy, pulling back. All right, WRD up towards like 1030, 40, maybe even 20. I don't know. We'll see if $10 can hold. GPUS still halted up. Is EDBL still curling around? Still trying to hold. At $6 is tough on EDBL, but she's trying to hold impressively. They had an Uber partnership, We Ride, WRD. Yeah, that's some strong news right there. Robotaxi services to 15 more cities and an Uber partnership. GPUS gave dividends. They were at $1 like last week. Well, how do they even have money to give dividends? $1 ticker about a week ago. A couple weeks ago. This is one of those high risk, high reward plays right here. GPUS, Bob called $10. See if we get there. I mean, we're about to start testing out some highs on it. Yeah, all out of XPEV. I gave her a try. Gave her a try. Pretty much scratch trade there. GPUS 945 hit, pulling back towards 850. So far, she's been getting bought up on most all these pullbacks. WRD still straight up into the 1030s. This one's got very strong news, which scurs me from a short. It does scur me. Man. She is straight up. So I'm seeing 1050. 1050s is a lot of resistance on this. That might be where all the liquidity is. They say put your entries at your stop. WRD. We have to locate her. I still want the liquidity sweep there. That's what I'm looking for. I may locate her. And then up through 1050 where the liquidity is. Maybe they start pulling it on back after that. GPUS looking heavy against 945 right now. We'll see if she dip buys up. LAES so heavy off of 430s. Walk with just the sell-off, man. Man, that's a great play. Get a few hundred shares there. Man, that was money. That was money. ASST still kind of heavy against the 920s. GPUS probably the number one play on the momentum side right now, trying to hold 850s. WRD, I'm getting interested in it. Very interested in it. EDBL came out with an offering and trying to, how's it come back? Are we backside on ASST fades? I need to get back to my roots, the backside, boys. I'm looking at it. 950 is kind of the adjusted risk I would have on it if taking a trade here. I think volume is going elsewhere. And we could see some continuation on the profit taken here with this play. Thinking about ASST and WRD. Those are the ones I'm looking at right now. ASST against 950. WRD, I'm looking for the 1050 entry up there. But it's starting to go sideways a bit. Need that one to start buying back on up. ASST, I don't mind smacking this one against 950. It's got a decent spread on it, though. I feel like I can manage risks okay on it against that level. Again, overcrowded name. 9-cent spread on it too. It's kind of sick for a ticker such as this. All right, trying to let a trade find me. WRD. Wow, 1060s now. WRD, squeezing up and out. How much did I say those shorts were? 80 cents. Yeah, that's a tough one. All right, WRD, I'm going to accept the offer. I think this is the liquidity zone I'm looking for up here. I'm going to stab at it. 1061, half size. Looking for that one. 1050 was that liquidity zone I was looking for. We just went up to it. So the stop's going to be 1061, 86. I get a general area for the stops and then just make it kind of a random number because I feel like the market makers always find my stops. I'm superstitious. All right, WRD, let's see what's going to happen. She's still getting balled up on dips. Accumulation zone here. Fades too late. Oh, ASST, leave that one alone. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't like the spread. She really hasn't been that good to us. All right, WRD, what you got for me? We're smacking some resistance, liquidity zone. I was patient with you. I put my entry at where the stop was going to be, so be kind to me. Was trying to have uncommon patience with you, so let's not keep squeezing up and out. Let's head back down at least to 1020. 1020's got to be some profit taking. Magic 20-cent area. Let's profit take down towards 1020. No, I did not say to do that, WRD. Let's not do that. Maybe I need to reverse psychologize it. WRD, let's head to 12 bucks. Come on, profit take. Nope, she's a strong one. That one had pretty good news. She is strong. Yeah, she's just very, very strong indeed. Wow, she is shooting straight up. So, looks like I'll be getting stopped out of this one. No profit taken at all, WRD. She's straight up. It was good news. Don't trade the news, though. Trade the chart. Gave it a shot. So far, not working out. EDBL, what's going on there, Fades? Yeah, no inventory for me. How's that work with the prop firms? Like, you're trading CFDs, right? So you don't even need inventory. $6 resistance. Damn it, WRD. Absolute damn it. I got a 1088 fill, by the way, here. Oh boy, tilt mode incoming. Oh boy. Wow, dude, what am I seeing here? Pull back to 1055 and then straight back up to new highs up towards 11. I'm going to give her one more shot. 1083 short, similar position size. Give her one more shot. She's stalling up here. It's kind of eerie. It's kind of eerie what she's doing. She's like coming up towards these highs and kind of stalling. And not a lot of profit taking's going on. Kind of scurry. 870 up to 1086. Still buying up on all the pullbacks. 1083. I'm not convinced 1095 is the high. The stop's up and over like 1116. It's still... Alright. Yeah, here's the green action again. Yeah, Bob, I know. It's good news here. Trying to get any kind of profit taken on it, but it's not happening. It's not happening. I'm going to get out of it here and be done with it. I'm going to be done with it. The 5-minute time frame, we've had one red candlestick, so just looking for some profit taken on it. Not getting it at all. I'll be done with it. All right, GPUS did not quite hit 10, hit 998. 998. GPUS. I tried to start that way, Bob, on the XPEV, buying a dip there, and it kind of did work out. No, but I didn't take the short up towards the highs. All right, let's do a little something here. WRD 1097. I just jumped out of this one right up there at 1098. So let's see what the high is going to be. I thought we were about to get a quick pop up through 11. I didn't really want to be involved in that. GPUS back down towards 860. Steady volatility, just objectively trading them, yeah. I could reverse long WRD. I don't think I can buy this thing. I don't think I can buy it up. I mean, she could have some legs. The 50 days at 11. Yeah, it was. But that's kind of rare. Man, yeah, that was a good short there, Fades. Kind of rare though for them to have no inventory on something. You can short anything with the props, but a CFDs, and they have like additional spreads that than the actual equities on the level 2. GPUS heavy. Oh, dude. And a few good plays. I'm trying to find something, but I need to let it find me. Finally, Keith is in here. Where you been, Keith? I need you to sprinkle some greenness on me today. 160 in the hole somehow again. You accidentally double-clicked something. What ticker were you trading, Keith? God, man, sorry to hear that. Double-clicking something, and was it too quick where you could not put any risk into it? ASST looks heavy still down here, snapping down into the 870s now. Seeing a lot of like backside plays that might be decent, but I'm not seeing a whole lot else. WRD's a good one, but I can't just sit here and overtrade WRD and take losses on it. I mean, there's good volatility, WRD, and she's at the highs. Fades, you shorted PTIX and cover. They found me below the lowest tick price. God. They gave you a better exit, though, right? If you were covering PTIX and they actually covered you to below the lows, that's a better fill, isn't it? Yeah, that's tough to be profitable when your entries and exits are getting kind of F like that. WRD got scared out of it. She's kind of working right now. Yeah, WRD, she's working out. I didn't want that 11. Man, 1160s now. $10.83. Now she's bouncing off this bottom line, 1060. Well, she broke out past the recent highs. That's what I was kind of shorting it against. Now that I'm not getting that, we could reverse long it. God, I cannot stand longing something up from a couple points already. I don't know. I probably need to not trade it. LAES nearly gave everything back. Look at this algorithmic sell-off. Just heavy selling pressure. SPY's been chopping around, not a surprise there. Goose is trading on better than expected Q4 earnings. Goose. Little triangle there that it broke up and out of. Ascending triangle. It's kind of what I was looking for, the XPEV. Just higher lows getting squeezed and then a spike and consolidation and forming a new uptrend. Yeah, trading the true edge and process. Short on the bid, buy on the ask. Not terrible if you're shorting into momentum. Man, this is a key area on WRD, guys. Look at this past chart history here. 1050 60s. This is really an area, if it's going to hold, it's going to hold here right around where it's at. That's a key breakout area on it. It just has to hold. If it doesn't hold that, it's going back down to 10. If we start forming an upper shadow against it all. This is kind of a cup and handle pattern now that I'm looking at it. Kind of a cup and handle pattern. Man, dude, if I want to bitched out of this, been alright right now. Be green on the day. ASST, tricky, tricky, tricky. It's like when she quiets down, that's when she becomes a decent long. You remember this one? We talked about it for like a week straight. When she was weak, she became strong. It's an uphill battle because of the rules just aggravate you to the point of tilt. Yeah. GPUS heavy against 850. Nothing's going on, guys, so ASST could wake back up. This is what kind of happens when it starts quieting down. I could see something waking up like ASST. I could definitely see it. Look what held up on it. 850 back here. Yeah, 850. Very good support, 850. GPUS 850's heavy there. That cheap penny play BDSX is curling back around. What's going on there, Fades? Director bought 4.7 million shares in the company. $0.60, very good resistance. BDSX. Yeah, it feels like ASST's a trap. It could long back up. I could see it. BDSX is curling around. It's got a lot of like 55 to 60 resistance. And the 50-day moving average at 56. Yeah, up towards 55. I like a short there. Up towards 55, I like a short. I don't know if we get there, but I would like a short up there at 55 against like up and over 60. Yeah, look at ASST. Oh my god, she is just next level trappy. I could totally see this thing climbing back up to the highs because she is cray cray. Oh my god. So expected this kinda. Could see it happening. Yeah, ASST, yep. Trying to curl on around. I see you, girl. I see you, girl. Look at that, 930s now. $940s. That's going to be a tough one to happen, like, quick, though, because we have a lot of longs in this. It's going to be a tough one to happen quick. WRD looked like sloppy seconds there up towards 1080. Maybe backside now. BDSX didn't quite make it to my level. Guys, give me an alert. God, I want something. There's EDBL's kind of sloppy fifths up towards 6. CLSK. Got 1120 resistance. CLSK at $10 resistance is breaking through. Then up over 11 the next area. SDM long, Bob, you're taking a long there, or just calling her out. 750. She's on very thin volume, up towards 880. Right now, CLSK at the highs. WRD trying to find its legs. There's definitely a play here, and this is a cup and handle pattern. WRD. Absolute cup and handle pattern. It just 1050s that area you need to hold on the long side. Pretty much against these bottom lows, 1041. I'm torn here. I'm really torn. I could see it being backside against $11, and I could see it holding 10.50 and trying to curl back around. ASST still attempting. BDSXU SOB already pulling back in. Yeah, saw that GPS lows. I could see volume going back to ASST because nothing's going on. SPY kind of chopping around. CLSK at the highs. I'm thinking about taking a long on WRD against 1050 now that it's broken above it. I'm just torn here. It's broken above that tough area resistance. We're seeing a lot of lower shadows down towards that maybe now support line. Taking your profits, Jason, and running. Good job today. Good job. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. ASST pulling back. WRD pulling back down to 1050. Ah, frick. I don't know. ASST snapping off a 950. Yeah, it's UNH, Emmanuel, you still in here? That UNH is curling up. KDLY, that might be the Bitcoin play that's going to make the noise. That just broke out from 21, where it double topped. Yeah, there were definitely a few good faders today, for sure. KDLY breaking 21 and making a move up. BDSX trying to get a little bounce on it, 46. Yeah, I still really like that 55 risk area. I think there's definitely some money to be made here. Emmanuel still in UNH. Okay. This day is requiring much discipline because I do want to trade. And WRD, and panicking out of that kind of messed me up. Little penny play ZDAI making highs. Kind of thin right now. KDLY is still holding up and above that 21 area it broke out of. So shareholders approved a proposed merger with Bitcoin Treasury Company. So is KDLY and ASST, are those the two merging? Super Dreamer in the building. Super Dreamer, I've needed you in here. How you doing today? Good and green? Super Dreamer, yeah, I was leaning towards the same thing on ASST. I like the short, but then I like the long. I mean, it's just, look at this support at 850, and it respected it really well. 20-day chart here. Last couple weeks ago on Thursday, where it formed a head and shoulders, 850 now. That shoulder line held up as support this morning. It's just not an easy. This ticker's just not easy. It's not easy because it's very overcrowded. But I'm not seeing much else. Like, I feel like this one is going to be the one that actually gets something because nothing else is going on. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do something crazy and join you. Because the support down here at like 850 is holding up so well. It's just going to be a slow... What did I get in at? 813, so I got to give it 30 cents of risk. 30, 40 cents of risk. 860-ish. Yeah, it's holding up so well in the 860s down here. But you gotta imagine there's a lot of bags in this from pre-market. That's just what's going to make the road to recovery a little difficult. I think that's why we saw it just recently hit 840s, 50s, and have a tough time. But you also have to imagine there's probably shorts in this that are very underwater too, especially after the last few days and then gapping up here. So Dreamer, you more so add to winning trades rather than taking some off. Is that what I'm gathering? So if you get confirmation that this thing is going to be moving in your direction, you're gonna size into it versus... You have a wide stop at 815. I see. It's going to be hilarious if this is my one trade that actually like does well today. There's just nothing else happening. So, and this was the gapper, Bitcoin related. It's holding support so well. I could see it happening. You'll add if... Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, ASST. Dreamer, apparently our shares just made a difference here. Target's high a day, 1080s. Yeah, Dreamer, you know quite well, I'm sure, that adding to winners is not the easiest thing for me to do. This thing can pop a point. Like, if she actually wants to get it, she can pop a point. Dreamer, do you add on the pullback or add into the strength? See, because this is what makes it unnatural for me. We're up 880 to 940. It's hard for me to like add into 6 green candlesticks in a row. That hurts my soul. We need pretty much a chat room to jump into this right now. I mean, if we get some longs coming into this, a good amount of longs, this thing can definitely get back over this 950 hump and start heading back up. If it gets some good volume in on this, dude, we could see it start climbing pretty good right here. If we get some good volume in on it. Look at this pattern that it's in. Or lack of. 950 is that area it really needs to get back above. 950. If it gets back above 950 on some good volume, She can make a next leg up, but it needs some good volume getting up above that. Oh, there was some volume right there. What are we doing here? Testing 950. 960s now. We're back above 950. This would probably be an area to add to this, but I don't know if I can do that. Up 880 to 960. I'm curious as what she's going to do here. Eight, 960, 950 needs to hold on this, guys. 950 really needs to hold on this. We're breaking back above it. ASST, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? I'm giving it a second before I hit it again or take profits. Super Dreamer, where have you been? I needed you all morning, man. This is your fault. I'm just messing. All right, 970s. I'm going to take half off right here. I got to take something off up here, guys. On a pullback, I'll hit it for some more. On a pullback, I'll hit it for some more. Or maybe here's what I'll do. 913 is my average. Let me set an adjusted stop at 913. And otherwise let this thing run up to, I'll put the 1080, 12. We'll see where she can go. Oh, green on the day right now. Thank you, Dreamer. I was leaning the same direction as you. I just needed a fella brother in here to had the same idea. Yeah, 950 is a key area on this. We need that to hold. Really, actually, look. We need this 920 to hold. 920 is a good area we need to hold on it. This thing is going to go green on the day, dude. This freaking thing is going to go green on the day. $950 and $920 need to hold. Back up towards VWAP she is. I don't want to marry any ticker. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy this is working. I want to size into it, but the last thing I want to do is marry a ticker. Have too much bias on it to the point where I'm oversizing and then taking a larger red trade than I should. I think I did the smart thing in taking some off, and then I looked hit it again on a pullback. 971, I took half off. Hey, learn from the best, Dreamer. Learn from the best. We want it higher, right? There we go, 980s. We want it higher. So taking half off. I just need a trade where leftovers work. You know what I'm saying? Like, the leftovers, if they don't work, I'm really not getting paid. Especially if I'm going to hit it on a pullback. It's up a point off of the lows right now, though, so I can't I can't hit it without some kind of a pullback, I think. I got to wait for something. It's coming up towards the open. Where the open's going to be right around $10. Open is, yeah, right at 10. 10's going to be a critical area on this. 10's going to be a critical area. And then, like, the adjusted stop for me is really, I mean, I don't want it back down into, like, the 890s where it was consolidating all morning. All right, guys, come on, let's have a green day. APVO, Bob. What are we doing with APVO? Oh, my God. Good call out there, Bob. What we got going on APVO? So I'm gonna let ASST do its thing for a little bit. I'll revisit it in a second. I got my stop on it. APVO, $1 main resistance there. What's the news here, Bob? I don't see anything. Last news I see is a week ago on the 15th. All right, here's the callback I was at. Here's the callback. What the hell, Kevin? Here's the pullback I was asking for on ASST. So I might be hitting it down here. 9, I don't really want it down into the 20s again, though, is my concern there. Yeah, it just bought back up pretty good. Guys, this is unprecedented right here. I think ASST might go green on the day. We could even see this thing up and over the highs. Called the heck out of this, dude. Nothing was going on. ASST holding that 870s. APVO, I know there's definitely a trade there. Definitely a trade here. It's like, where does all this volume come from without news? It's just a chat room. There's nothing. There's no news on it. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing on APVO that I'm seeing. Let me look. I mean, not that it matters all that much. I would just like to know if they have breaking news or something that I'm unaware of. And then how much are the shorts here? Because it could be backside against the highs right now. Yeah, I mean, that's all it is, Bob, that I'm seeing. I don't see anything else on it. Well, good short there. I mean, what goes up comes down. It happens quick, too. Keep it on watch. CLSK at highs. Fades, did you get? Quickly went up. Nice. Fades, you got it? Good job. WRD looks like a strong long there, too. Bob, you got like a magic crystal ball today or something. You making money off of these calls? WRD's really... Look at that pullback there, too. I was considering a long down here. Yeah, that pullback, 1060. Biotech company with dividends and some earnings coming up. I cannot believe my, like, I mean, I can, but I can't. It's just funny when your only green trade really is trading this bullcrap. I mean, I can see it. You know, it's not like there's have good risk management still on it. You just recognize what's going on. Shorts are short. There's a lot of shorts in on ASST, and that pullback into the consolidation. And now look, we're in the 980s now. So sometimes you just gotta go with it. I had located ASST too on the short side. I was kind of thinking about shorting it. That fake out breakout this morning. But she might be prepped to make another little squeeze on her. APVO. Look at that though, Bob. Giving everything back so far. I mean, she's up from what, 35 cents to 71. Yeah, it's a tough one, guys. I'll be right back. APVO on sloppy seconds could be a good short because that looks heavy now against the high. So if that pops up towards 63.45, that could be a good sloppy seconds play. I'm still in ASST for see if that one can get back over 10. Right now it's not bad because it's consolidating over 950. Not too bad right there. I'll be back. All right, how are we doing? You would milk down APVO. What's she sitting at right now? APVO. Any pop up towards 65? I like that one. ASST, just big snap right there. See what she does. Could be an opportunity to scoop some more up. $9.50 is a key area on it. I would like to see hold. This ticker does its own thing, man. I'm thinking I'm going to hit it for some more shares down here. Pretty much what I took as profit. I'm going to be hitting it again. I'll put a limit on it. I got filled. 962 on that hit. 937 is the adjusted average. I'm going to give it down under 920 though. I'll give it to 918. So hitting it on that pullback, we will see. Giving it to 918 on the stop. So still trying to work this long trade here, ASST. I mean, that was a decent snap. 980 into the 930s. But again, she has a mind of her own. You gotta recognize like the personality of tickers. And that 950 area is kind of the area that it needed to break. Now we just formed a lower shadow down there. We really need to hold that. I mean, the main level to hold is 920. That's why I put a 9 under the 920 as my stop on it. It almost feels like there's a lot of shorts here, though, that are looking to get out. That's why they see those lower shadows on those sell-offs. Again, I want to be smart here. I did say I was going to scale into this. I took half off at 971. On a pullback, I was looking to hit this again, which I did do. So I want to trade this smart. So it's against my nature to be sizing into these up here because it messes my average up. I had a 918 average, I believe. Now it's a 937. So I don't like messing my average up like that, but you got to get to the point where you want to start making some money on these that, fingers crossed, they work out. My goal in here, what's going on, my goal? Locates on ASST, they were ASST. I located 100 for 40 cents this morning. 100 for 40 cents. I don't know what they're at this moment. I could check if you want me to. But I tried to get them this morning in case I wanted to short it. That was cheap enough for me to get involved with. Dreamer, you want it to hold 920 as well. You adjusted the stop a little bit. Yeah, that area is pretty important. That's pretty much that consolidation zone. But yeah, we gotta experience a little bit of patience spelled with a PAY on this because it's not gonna. It may not happen quick. It could, but there's a good chance it may not. Yeah, pretty good price locates there. If you're in on the short on this side. 940s now ASST. Part of the process, right? My goal, you learning a lot though? Counting it as market tuition, learning a lot. If I can start doing this, my goal. So what's keeping me from making good money too is I don't, when I get these winners, I don't size into them enough. I haven't really gotten a. If I get a winner like this ASST that does work out when you start sizing into it and taking some profits, man, it can make a good amount. That's what's kind of been the crutch on the account. I just haven't had that one big winner. I'm not looking for a home run trade, just one winner that continuously works. Where I take some off like we did, add on a pullback, take some off. Never giving up. Yep, this is the never giving up club in here. Yeah, let me know where you need help or where you're learning, where you may be doing well at, and some areas you may be struggling with. All right, back in the 940s. Man, so she had that nice pop up towards VWAP. And this 950 area would be nice if she could hold. My goal, capital free version, have the tape, times and sales. I'm almost certain they do, my goal. Just not the full market book, but I think they have the tape. I don't know. I can look that up for you and confirm it. I'm not entirely sure. The free version may not have it, because it's more geared towards swinging. Come on, I hit this on a pullback. Let's start bouncing here. Come on, ASST. Come on. She's sitting right at my average price now. Been given her room and did scale in on that pullback, but 920 is a very good area for it to hold. Pretty please do not pull all the way back down towards 9 and lower. $950 on the bid now. Watching OFAL. She's spiking up. You staying disciplined over there, Bob? From our Friday night live stream, putting your risk out there. Is that taking volume off of ASST? Or different OFAL, brick and mortar? OFAL, yeah, she's 3. IPO. Yeah, IPO here. And then APVO, just complete obliteration there. Man, those are so fun to be a part of. Just the unwind down. Just that huge unwind down. Those are fun to be a part of. What would be fun to be a part of if ASST gets maybe just 1 million shares of volume coming in on it. Right now it's real thinning out. 27,000 shares. All it needs is some decent volume coming into this, and she's taking off and squeezing out shorts. 950. Yeah, this thing can pop a point easily. GPUS on sloppy seconds up towards 10. Man, she's slowed down here for us. Is it, Kayvon, that get up and over 100? Oh my God. See, that's all we need. CRWV at 108. We saw that thing at 92 today. What a squeeze. WRD now in the 1030s. ASST just slowing down a lot. It's not going to take much, but it's not there currently. OFAL, did that halt up, Bob? Yeah, I'm still going to give it down there to my stop 918 as well, Dreamer. Decent try. Oh, God. Got an awful fill. Yeah, ASST just snapped. Got a fill, 914. Man, this is probably the area that it could hold to, though. Ugh. Painful. Didn't lock in the green. Gave it an opportunity. This is the theme of my life. Not giving these things opportunity. God dang it. That's probably where the damn liquidity was on AST. 914. Yeah, it could bounce right there. That was the area, kind of the 20 cent area it needed to hold. Yeah, APVO a miss as well. OFAL, IPO, that one's 380 up to 781. Wow. Bob, you're not trained. You're seeing things very well today. You are. Yeah, I'm going to do the same, Dreamer. I'm just going to pass on it at this point. WRD, here's a double bottom at 1040. That's holding. Double bottom at 1040. Slowing down on the tape for sure, and almost looking like a descending triangle against that. I mean, we could see it heavy and pull back. Had really good news. But on the long side, that 1037.8 area could hold up on it. Is there anything else, guys? Yeah, that was the theme today. So XPEV did not get continuation on that. ASST didn't get continuation on that and tried. So pretty much didn't make anything on it. And WRD I got scared out of. Getting scared out there messed me up. I would like something else. Not seeing it at the moment though. Can you day trade short, locate on the free version? You can short on demo mail and see what that means. My goal. I'm taking a peek for you. So it's pretty much free for 3 months if you just go to CPro. Through the end of May, look at this. You get the software fees are free for 3 months. The commissions are free for 30 days. ECN fees are free for 30 days. And you just pay the market date at $26 a month. So even with CPro, you're not going to pay that $85 or the $59 for 3 months. You could trade free for a whole month, and then you could even switch over to the free version after that. The Capital, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Capital. I'm pretty sure it's a free transfer if you went over. So the Capital, let me look. The standard account with the free platform, you don't get the leverage. So you're going to be dealing with just the cash you put in. But here it does have a check mark for the short locates. Access to the locates, you do get it with the standard account. So it looks like you can short locate. But no margin. $0 a month. You're still paying $3.50 a month for the market data, and you still do have commissions, 0.05% of the trade value. ECN fees are a little bit more pricey too. All right, ASST. I'm glad we stopped out of that dreamer. That one just snapped to the 880s. Man. It's like, is she going to hold here or is she getting heavy now? Because I could flip and take a short against the 920s. WRD still pulling back. Test is triple bottom down here at 1038. She's slowing down though. CLSK could be a little head and shouldery against 1060. Man, this is tapping the 200 as well. CLSK is not bad. Let me look if I have that ETB. Yeah, it is ETB. I'm going to hit this up here. I'm going to take a 100 at 1051. Here's kind of the neckline that it was on that it's retouching. Yeah, CLSK. This is the in the 1050s right here. Shoulders are 1060. And the 200-day moving average is 1031, which oftentimes they do pull under that. The red 1031 line right there. Could be a sloppy seconds trade. Man, 1120 is really good resistance there. Not sure she climbs up there though. I'll give it up to the highs, 1066. Otherwise, I could see it dropping under the 1030s. Heading back down to like 1020. Guys, it's slowing down out there. I might... OFAL opened up, pulled back. I might be just kind of calling it on this trade. It's kind of slowing down. WRD. Oh, painful. Painful. So fairly easy day if you took the SYTA short out of the gates. God, dude, 650 to 420. WOK, decent setup, 2 descending triangle. But otherwise, kind of a tricky day outside of a few of them. SYTA, WOK. Oh, by the way, Emmanuel, if you're still in here, UNH. UNH just came out with some news. Additional news. United Health this morning was down 7% in pre-market. They report that reveals secret payments to nursing homes to reduce hospital transfers. So there's a lot going on with that ticker. Lots going on there. But guys, I'm going to live to fight another day, I think. I got to edit this video too. I'm going to edit this content. and post a little condensed version of the trading sesh on YouTube for those that are going to revisit later. I'm in CLSK short, pretty much against the highs. I think that's going to wrap up the day because I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to overtrade. It's not going to be good. But yeah, traders, that's going to wrap it up. Email me averydaytrading@gmail.com if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow. So stay safe and disciplined out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.